What's up, my fellow crabs? It's the Soul from Intuitive Tarot here to look at your week ahead, starting April 28th, 2025. Cancer, I hope all is well. Welcome any new subscribers to my channel. Definitely appreciate you. We're just going to cleanse the energies here from doing Gemini's messages from the week. And of course, the deck that I'm using will be listed in the description box. So, not reading any reversals. And without further ado, let's get into seeing what is the potential energies for my crabs this week. What is the energy for Cancer? What do we have to look forward to? All right, Cancer, we're going to cut the deck and begin your messages here. And the first card in energy, we're going to start off with the major arcana, the Hangman. So the Hangman is neutral energy. Basically, any types of actions or decisions, Cancer, that you are going to execute this week, this upcoming week here, just make sure that you are taking your time. This Hangman hangs and shows up in your spread just to be a reminder that you don't have to rush through any quick actions or decisions so that you don't fall into some sort of trap of having to deal with any types of regrets. Things hanging in the balance, sitting on the fence, air suspension, that is all the Hangman represents. Okay, so it's just neutral. Just make sure that you are taking your time in terms of any um, actions or decisions moving forward. Up next, now we have the Hierophant. Now you have drawn the Hierophant like Gemini has. And so this Hierophant here, and I mentioned, last week, I don't know what video that it showed up in that, I think it was the star card whenever the star card in the tower shows up. But I don't think the star card showed up. It was the Chariot, but I don't recall what sign that I said this. And I said that, whenever those two energies are present in the spread, we can hear news of someone very famous having to pass away in any capacity. So it was the Pope. So the Pope, and of course, other people have passed away that were very well known too. So, but the Pope is the one that stood out. But I wasn't sure if the Hierophant was the one that was also in the spread, and I just didn't call it out. Anyway, this is a week of spiritual protection, Cancer, moving along. It could be teaching and learning for any Cancer that I'm reading for in any capacity. You could be training on a new job or, training on a new job that you just got promoted to. Of course, someone could be getting married. There could be any types of uplifting energies, enlightenment, epiphanies, all spiritual. Okay, pay attention to synchronistic stuff, angelic numbers that you may see repetitively. Those are usually messages that come through. All right, so that is the Hierophant here. Following the Hierophant, now we have, what do we have? We have no drama week for Cancer. This is the Eight of Cups that is drawn here. So you may have dealt with something, um, you know, that thrown you off a little bit emotionally last week or whatever. Now you're turning your back to that energy. You don't want to deal with it. And, just because it's Eight of Cups doesn't necessarily mean that you dealt with eight emotional things. No, it could have been just one thing. But whatever that one thing that could have been, this is not the week that you want to deal with it or choose to deal with it. So your back is to that energy moving forward. Following the Eight of Cups here for you, Cancer, now we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so important. I just talked about the Hangman when it comes to actions or decisions. So the Seven of Wands means that any actions or decisions that you are going to move forward with, Cancer, you must move forward with, because if you don't, this is the card that is regarded as the card of regret, okay, for not following through. So you have to stand your ground, okay, not submit to yourself and changing your mind about whatever it is that you're about to do, or be persuaded to change your mind by other people, because this is a card that will always end up with you having to regret because you didn't do what you were set out to do originally. Okay, so just make sure that you are taking your time and then also following through. Following the Seven of Wands here, now we have the Temperance card, Major Arcana. Very good card to receive. This is a week that some of my crabs may, again, be pulling the energy back, nourishing themselves, focusing their energies on their own needs and their own wants. And it's not a selfish act. It's just something that we have to do every now and then because, we have a tendency to overextend our energies to other people. That might be the reason why the Temperance card is mirroring over there to the Eight of Cups. Maybe you've given your all to all types of relationships, and even though you enjoy helping people out, sometimes the shit is draining you emotionally. So now here you have an opportunity just to you know um, bring all that energy back into yourself. Focus on your own needs, your own wants, treating yourself, the way that you would like to be treated, nourishing yourself, valuing yourself, knowing what your worth is, what all that means to you and what it means to other people. Also, too, the Temperance card represents relationships, and it could be that you just, this week upcoming, because I regard the Temperance as Mother Nature. Just, the weather's changing rapidly, and quite a bit of the region here. So you just might want to be outdoors, enjoying Mother Nature and God's beauty, get that sun. All right, so following the Temperance card, we have for us Cancer, the Devil. Okay, so we have the Major Arcana, the Devil. And when the devil shows up here in your spread, Cancer, there's always something that has to be brought up to the surface that we need to discuss. And that could be things regarding our own personal bad habits, whatever they may be, um, dealing with toxicity, whether it's relationships, um, obsession, addictions, whether it's your addiction, someone else's addictions, when it comes to drinking, smoking, gambling, could be, excessive pornography, always throwing the FWBs, anything that we need to address that is not healthy for us in the long run. All right. So, unrequited love, something that we're doing repetitively that again is not something that is for us in the long term, something that needs to be, but it's because we need to break the cycle of the energy of the devil, clear that energy away. Again, it could be um you're drinking, you're smoking, you're gambling. It could be someone that you're close to, they're drinking, they're smoking, they're gambling, but if it is theirs, then it could be something that's affecting or impacting the relationship that you have with them, right? The obsession part, the addiction part. You could be in a relationship with someone and feel that you can never get enough of that person. That's the devil. Or you could be the Cancer that delves all your time into your work. Okay. Other areas of your life are suffering. That's the devil. All right, following the devil here, there's no need for me to clarify that devil. It's self-explanatory. We have the Nine of Wands. For some of my crabs that I'm reading for, you're going to be finding yourself busy this week, doing some things either for yourself or your family members, friends, romantic partners, could be work-related. The Nine of Wands comes in to assist you in carrying out all those things that may be on your plate or not on your plate, Cancer. Up next, now we have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is all about those crabs that I'm reading for that are already in committed partnerships. This is equal number of cups. So what you give is what you're getting back. Sharing like-minded energies, of course. Um, Also, to the Two of Cups, I read could formulate new, new romantic partnerships, and also two could be a first invitation out on a date for any single crab this week. Up next, now we have the Major Arcana of the World card. So opportunities are lurking. Always make sure that you're paying attention, Cancer, this week for anything opportunistic that may come your way. There is a chapter ending for us. Whatever that chapter may mean for you is coming to an end. A new chapter is about to begin. The World card also too represents relationships. So relationships of all kinds. Anything opportunistic could occur or happen for us this week in any capacity. Next card up here for us is the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is in the form of celebration, joy, and happiness, or it could be celebrating Birthdays, anniversaries, right? Of course, could be coworkers, celebrating with them after work for happy hour, spending quality time with family members, friends, of course, romantic partners. All right, a reason to be joyful and happy this week, Cancer. Something coming up. Additional messages for you in this read is, we got the tower. All right, so we received the tower here. All right, so don't panic, don't freak out. The tower is just, part of the tarot cards. Wouldn't be here for no reason, but it only shows up here for specific reasons. So because the tower is here, Cancer doesn't necessarily mean that's something that's going to personally affect or impact you. This is usually related to some sort of shocking or devastating news. Now, the tower here, um, could just mean anything related to us receiving shocking news that is worldly, globally. We already, talked about the Pope here, the passing of the Pope. Um, this could be our government, anything that's going on with this current administration and the crazy stuff that they're doing. Still would be our weather. It would be earthquakes, things that are uncontrollable, things that are manageable, things that we don't know what to expect because we don't know the level of energy here that the tower may, show us. But I am going to throw a clarifier on that tower, Cancer, just to see why did the tower show up. I usually regard the tower as the universe, things that are, shocking us to wake us up to something that we may have slept on or been sleeping on. Okay, that's how I see it. But why did the tower show up? Give us some more information. So far, we haven't drawn any pentacles here, so that's interesting. All right, so it could be the reason why. Oh, look at that. I talk my own game. So when the Nine of Pentacles is clarifying this tower, and I said whenever the tower shows up with any pentacles, we could hear about closures of businesses, people being laid off. This could be our stock market. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. So more businesses phasing, yeah, because I know there's a lot of businesses that are being hurt right now. Small businesses are being hurt right now because of the tariffs. Um, but other businesses, major businesses, are starting to either reduce employees, close up, or whatever. So this is what I'm seeing here. It could be that the clarifying Nine of Pentacles means that we can expect to hear more about business closures, stock market dips, and whatnot. All right. Card up here next for us, Cancer, is now we got the Three of Swords. Okay, what the hell is going on here? Three of Swords here. Um, Three of Swords is separation, grief, heartache. Typical meanings mean three painful decisions, could be third party in play when it comes to romance. Pet loss, pet gets away, family is left grieving, couples that are still together, but there may be distance that separate them that creates the um, Three of Swords energy. Pending divorces. But now let's draw clarify on this Three of Swords. Why did the Three of Swords show up here? The World card will take down the energy of the Tower. And remember, we have the Hierophant, so that's also wanted to protect us, as well as the Temperance card. Oh my God, I forgot about the Temperance card. The Hangman is just neutral energy, so I won't use that, and I will never use the Devil to take down the Tower's energy because you're just asking for more trouble. Okay, more shock and devastation. Never the Devil. All right, so why did the Three of Swords show up here all of a sudden? And it could be okay. So the Ace of Cups here could represent, of course, when the Ace of Cups, any card that represents pregnancy news could be, or childbirth. Someone could be, definitely having to deliver a child on the child, cesarean section. I'm sorry. And then also, too, it could be that someone could be hurt or disappointed about a job that was offered to them, a contract that was offered to them, and then all of a sudden that energy was reneged. It could be that there was a new relationship that was started, a romantic relationship that was started. They used to start things, right? And it didn't turn out to be to your expectations. And keep in mind, these are just my interpretations. This is just not something that is set in stone. All right. So, next card up here for you, Cancer, is the Daughter of Cups, Page of Cups. All right. So, the Page of Cups here would represent a job offer still, pregnancy news. All right. Someone being involved in a relationship, getting themselves involved in a relationship, and it's less than 30 days old, still fresh, it's still new. Page of Cups, or Daughter of Cups, here has the ability to bring together, formulate not only romantic partnerships, but also platonic friendships. All right, so this was kind of interesting here, but this is what I have for us this week, Cancer. Remember, it's just me interpreting these messages here. Take what's going to work for you, leave the rest alone. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Be safe. I'm always throwing an extra caution of safety here when the tower is present in your spread. I do believe that um, we'll just hear more of any unsettling news when it comes to business closures, stock markets, and stuff like that. Okay. But just, keep your head up, remain smiling, always come back to get more of these messages from me, Cancer, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.